What's up, yo? Welcome to the Escape. So, been a little bit, but hey, I'm back. And I got some cool things to show you all in the meantime to kind of catch up on what's been going on. I've been gone from stream, but the drawing has always continued. So, here are a couple things that I've drawn in the meantime in case y'all haven't seen on my Instagram or Tumblr or whatever. So, this one I did was Super Mario, or actually no, the Super Despicable Bros. So of course, I got Luigi, Mario, and a minion Bowser. If you didn't catch it, I drew Mario and Luigi as Gru and his brother. I don't remember what his brother is called though. It's like Drew or something like that. But yeah, this was fun. When I was drawing Bowser though, I was like, I really don't think this is gonna be good. I was drawing him thinking, I really think I'm gonna have to just dump the Bowser design and just stick with the brothers. But by the time I finished it, like I stuck through just to make sure. And low-key, it is nightmare fuel. But I'm happy. I'm really happy with how it came up. So of course I did that, and then I did a redraw of a picture I did probably about a couple years ago, but I decided to redraw it, add some digital color to it. With this one, I'm not really happy with where Mickey is, the placement. I would have probably moved him to be like above his head completely instead of right there, but it's whatever. And of course, working on some original character art, just working on some more of the character turnarounds and just figuring out the best way to design them and just make sure they look good from all angles. Because that's one tricky thing about cartooning and designing certain characters. Not every character looks good at every angle. Phineas and Ferb are some of those characters who just do not look right. And I didn't frame this properly. You're gonna see like a little bit of blue on the left corner there, but it's alright. I don't know how to fix that inside the stream, but we'll leave it as that, I guess. So what else can I show you all before I get into the neck into the neck of things? That doesn't make sense. Let's see. What else is really worth showcasing real quick? I guess I can show another character art. Oh, you know what? I have an idea. So I'll get there in a second. So this is one of my original characters I'm designing. Just working on some of the facial expressions down here. A little bit of turnarounds, not as much as the other character, but yeah. Hey, Natsu, what's up? Hey, welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it on. So far, doing pretty decent. Really feeling really inspired for today's stream because I have been drawing like just like crazy the last couple days. But so I'll show you guys this one that I'm working on, and then we'll hop into the actual picture. So randomly when I was at work, I thought of, oh, thank you. I appreciate that, by the way. While at work, I thought of a Jurassic Park 3 themed short webcomic. So probably like 2 or 3 panels and it'll be done. Because I love doing webcomics, but I can't commit to doing them a lot. So of course it's based off of this scene here, the very problematic, very the very triggering scene of the Spinosaurus bodying the T-Rex. Very, very controversial Jurassic Park scene. So I figured it would start off, the webcomic, excuse me. Webcomic? What's a comic? The webcomic will start off like this, and I guarantee I think a few people will probably be able to guess where I'm going to go with this webcomic. But I think the majority of people are going to be like, I did not expect it to end like that. But this is going to be the first panel. I just wanted to get it all roughed out and go from there. Took inspiration from that, obviously, adding my own designs to it, but it's a rough design for now. And now, let's head on to the meat of it. Let's see. Earth like snakes. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's really it's a really rough piece, and the capture that I took from the movie, or at least the one of the videos on YouTube from the movie, unfortunately I could not find a clear version of this scene because it's happening so fast, so all the action is blurred. Oh, by the way, let me know if the music is too loud or just how the audio sounds, just to make sure it's okay. But yeah, so I use some other fan art pictures to kind of like make these two, so you can identify them from the movie, but so you also don't, so you can also be like, oh, okay, those are his own, his own take on it too. But oh yeah. So here we go to the meat of the stream that I wanted to do today. This was another random thing I thought of. I don't really know why it came to mind, but so, oh great, thank you. I'm very glad to hear the sound is good, because I wanted to have a little bit of music in the background for the atmosphere, but of course, you never know. Technology doesn't like me all the time. So this was another random thing I thought of at work. Hey Cricket, what's up? Welcome to the stream. But oh yeah, Zoro is my favorite One Piece character ever since it first launched back in the old Toonami days, around the time where what was it, the 4Kids dub? Before like half the cast of Dragon Ball Z came on and actually did that instead, where half the cast came on and did the characters instead of the 4Kids dub. I gotta admit, growing up with the 4Kids dub, looking back at it, I'm like, whoa, I really enjoyed this, huh? You don't hear any tunes in the background? Oh, that's a bummer. It's probably because of the microphone settings I have going on, because I have noise dampening, so that might be why you don't hear music. But well, or maybe it's just really low. We'll stick with it. It's not really a big deal. Yeah, the 4Kids dub was amazing. It added that type of what's the thing? It added that type of shoot, I can't think of the word. Guilty pleasure. There we go. It added a really nice guilty pleasure that just made it so fun. And back then, I really didn't know, dub and sub type thing. I just thought, oh, okay, this is English. I dig it. But, finally, when the Dragon Ball cast came on and did the dubs instead, I thought, oh, this is awesome. Okay, I dig it. But oh yeah, I'm super behind on the anime. I've gotten to the point where they haven't recruited Brook yet, and they haven't recruited the Fishman yet. But they just, it's short. I'm at the point where they shortly got, or right when they got their new. Oh, actually, I probably shouldn't say anything because you might not know that much. Where I'm at, I don't know. I don't want to risk spoiling. But they're about to get a new team member, and they just acquired something huge ship wise. I'll leave it at that. But they did just I got to the point where they did recruit Frankie, so I'm at that point in the manga, so pretty far, but not as far as it is right now. All right, so tangent. That's not too bad of a tangent. I think it was interesting. Oh dang, wait, that's when is that arc? I forgot the name of most of the arcs, to be honest. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so I got to the point where they just got the new ship and they got Frankie recruited, and they're right about to go like to the Fishman Island, I think, or something like that. And that's where I lost track. But so this stream is gonna be interesting. This one I'm working on a Grouch X Zoro mashup, mainly because they're both green and I just love Zoro. So I thought, why not draw a... Oh, it's the current one. Golly. Okay, so you're up in the thousands right now. Sheesh. Yeah, that's cool. I've seen a lot of cool things around those arcs, and the time skip alone, sheesh. I can't wait. I can't wait to get to that point. So I'm drawing that, and I came up with a little bit of a logo. Nothing really too crazy, just kind of an amalgamation of Sesame Street and One Piece. So I named it One Street. I thought, hey, it makes sense. It mashes both together, and I got the instead of 1, 2, 3, I have yo ho ho up top, and I got a little anchor. So I thought, why not? So that's the current name of this piece. I may do something like this for Quantum Cab because it's a parody, and you can get away with that stuff. And it's an homage to these two awesome characters anyway. So we'll see. Because I really want Quantum Cab to be really crazy. Oh yeah, I love One Piece. The only reason why I'm not like up to date with it is because the dub had to catch up, and on top of that, I needed to catch up on some other shows too. So yeah. All right, so let's see how this is gonna turn out because I'm still gonna rough it out for a little bit, but I'm very excited to see how this is gonna work out. I'm really nervous actually. Let's see. So I'm going to try and have him face this way. But I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to mix together these two characters. Right, yeah, that's the other thing too that I noticed. Like I didn't really notice that, personality wise it fits even more so until after I made the choice to do the two. Because originally I did the two because they're both green. And then I thought, wait a minute, it makes more sense because Zoro's grouchy, and the Grouch, I mean, yeah, he's grouchy too. So, booyah. I think it's pretty dope. Oh yeah, yeah. It was the same with Dragon Ball Super too when it was coming out. Like, the sub was super far, and I'm pretty sure the sub of Super is done now, or the dub of Super, excuse me. But I remember I had to stop watching it for a bit because it wasn't caught up at all, and I don't really like watching sub that much. So because of that, I just waited and waited, and but I ended up seeing like the end of Super at work one time when I worked in a call center or AAA. I watched that in sub because I'm like, dude, it's the end of Super. It's happening right now. I need to watch this. And I worked overnight, so I was able to watch videos and so forth in between calls because since it was overnight, you got to stay up somehow, right? Especially when it's quiet. So but I did that, and I almost jumped out of my seat as as that final scene played out, the final fight, and just how the ending happened. I was just like, what? I kid you not, I was literally trying not to jump out of my seat. Oh yeah, that's actually the idea. So right here, this is the trash can lid. I'm keeping it pretty close to this version too, because you have the trash can lid here, and that's gonna be his hat, kind of like the samurai Jingaza hat. And then he's gonna have the trash can he wears on his back, and this is where he's gonna carry more of his swords. But the weird thing about him is he has like a bunch of swords, kind of like that one character from Soul Eater, who has like 100 swords or whatever, and throws them in the air and like kind of makes them his graveyard type deal, or the graveyard of his enemy. I thought that was kind of cool. But I thought that'd be kind of a nice little homage too, actually. Let's see. So I gotta make his head round. Oh yeah, yeah. It's pretty whack how the characters have been. I mean, fortunately that arc like brought some shine to them again. But like just like Krillin and stuff, they just kind of got slept on in favor of Goku and Vegeta. Granted, Android 17 got, I mean, shoot, he's the one that won. So it was good to see that someone else won for a change. Even though technically it was Goku and Frieza who did most of the work, but 17 put in his work too. So, but that was good. It was a really good twist. I was really happy about that. I'm still mad. I'm still mad. Krillin got bodied super early on though. Because my major thing with Krillin is, dude, he's been literally training with Goku the majority of the time. And yeah, I get, Goku's a Saiyan and all that, and he has a upper hand, but I'm like, come on, man. Krillin's trained just as hard. He should be. I know he's the strongest human, but I'm like, dude, humans need to get more. They need to have more. Whatchamacallit? They just got to get more respect on their name. So far, giving him. Giving the Grouch Zoro's eyes so far was a very good idea. Oh, he doesn't have the ears. I forgot about that, so I can't really give him. And it's on the other side too. I wonder where I can put those. I guess I can put them on here. That'd be weird though, because it doesn't have ears, so it's like I don't know. Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. I mean, they got something. It's kind of like their usual thing. They get a little bit of shine, and then something happens, and they just get slept on again. But yeah, it's whatever. At the end of the day, whenever they do something cool, it's always a spectacle. So I'm happy. All right, hopefully I can get this looking correctly here. Let's see. It looks a little off, but we'll see. I'll keep going. Yeah, I agree. Humans really do not get love. But hey, I gotta admit, I never expected to see Roshi hit like he did again in the tournament, though. I really did not see that coming. That was really good. Because I kind of thought Roshi was done ever since, ever since Dragon Ball, because he didn't really do much of anything at all in Z, except just be moral support and so forth. So I was happy as ever seeing him in there. Oh, I like that. So like little soda cans. So what you're saying is like have them this small, but they all be soda cans. Is that what you're saying? If so, that's I'm all for that. I am totally all for that. All right, so this is gonna be the tricky part, trying to get like the slenderness of the Muppet here. Because if you look at Grouch, or wait, what is his name? Grouch? No, it's shoot, what is this? Dagnabbit. Oscar. There we go. If I Oscar the Grouch. There we go. I'm ashamed. I almost forgot his name there. Because if you look at him, he doesn't really have any shoulders. Like he has like a little bit of an arch, and I kind of want to keep the body. Because what I'm trying to do here is mainly keep the body of Oscar the same, mostly, but give him Zoro characteristics. There we go. But what do you think with the cans? Should I put them like right here? Because I'd imagine if Oscar had an ear, it'd be like right here somewhere. So probably if I put him hanging down like this. Actually, that doesn't look too bad seeing it right there. Maybe having a maybe even having a soda can hanging like right here or something. Maybe off of both sides. Oh, that's great. Man, I miss doing mashup characters. I haven't done a mashup in a while. I'm like so excited about this. Alright, so I suck at drawing hands, but let's see what I can do here. Okay. So he has really big hands. You know what they say about big hands and Muppets? No. So let's see. So if I kind of like arch his shoulder down like this, maybe. Now Zoro, he's muscular, but he's got the lean muscle going on. But I think I'll give Oscar a little bit more of a. I think I'll give Oscar more bulk just because. So let's add some more of this fur here. Just to, I'm gonna try and make the fur in his body a bit more spiky too. The Akatsuki hats. Oh yeah. That makes sense too. That'd be kind of a nice little reference too, I guess. You know what's crazy about this part is just like how soothing it is just roughing out the picture first. Like this is almost my favorite part. I mean, this pretty much is my favorite part here, just roughing out everything. Uh, that hand looks a little weird, but I don't care. All right, so I'm gonna make. I think I'm gonna have Oscar be shirtless here, for the ladies, and and let's see. Oh, I gotta give him the scar. I gotta give him the Zoro scar too. There we go. Okay. And let's see. So let's give him a sash right here, because I gotta get that because I got the torso part going. And let's get. Oh yeah. I know for sure all the characters have gone through some things in that time skip, and I know if they've gotten like super stronger. Just I mean, seeing the way Usopp changed, I'm just like, because I've always been a fan of Usopp, but I know like he was the weakest of the group. But after that time skip, man, I'm just like, dude, I cannot wait to see him in action, because I know, because for sure, just because he was the weakest doesn't mean he can't put in the work. Usopp definitely put in the work when he needs to. I mean, him going up against Luffy during the ship arc was reason enough to show like he means business. Now, of course, Luffy was holding back, but shoot, you could see he was still putting the work on Luffy. He was still hurting and all bruised and jacked up. So, but yeah, I like seeing the way Zoro looked by the end of the time skip, like having his eye slashed and all that. I was kind of like, oh, that sucks. But I mean, for a swordsman, it kind of makes sense. Really? Even before the time skip, you think? Because I honestly thought Chopper was. I thought Chopper was up there. Like I thought he was. I honestly would have seen. I like my thought process before Frankie came in. I would have figured that it was Luffy, Zoro, Chopper, Usopp, and then oh no. I forgot Sanji. Wait, did I? Wait. So let me say that again. Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Chopper, or maybe Chopper's Sanji. It's hard. That's hard to tell. I think maybe. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I've never really seen too much of them. I haven't seen much of them after the time skip, so it might be different now. But okay. Yeah, I mean that made me really have more respect for Usopp. I was just like, this dude really put in the work. But I gotta admit, I was so stinking mad at Usopp. But I understood what he was going through, especially from the fact of, he got that ship from a person he really cared for. He was giving he at many times during that arc, he was willing to die for that girl who ended up gifting him the ship. So I get the sentimentality, senti, you know what I mean. But man, I mean, at the same time, I was mainly just mad because I'm like, dude, you guys should not be fighting right now. But at the same time, it happens, especially when you guys are together every stinking day. Of course, there's gonna be fights and arguments. So, you know. Oh, okay, okay, that's fair. Because I would have said Chopper was stronger than Usopp and Usopp and why am I forgetting her name? It's right there, Nabi, because of his not his base form, but of course his changing of shapes. And but at the same time, that does make sense because Usopp is super resourceful. He's definitely one of the most strategic out of the group for sure. And yeah, cause like Nami had her first like true test during the arc. I mean, most of them had their first, well, not first two true tests, but most of them had a super major arc during the. Man, I can't remember these arc names, but then when they were all in the desert fighting the broke people, because I know that was like when not Sami was Sami. Oh man, hey Noodle, what's up? Welcome to the chat. We're talking about One Piece while I'm drawing a. Oh shoot, it's not focusing. Focus, darn you. Maybe if I bring it in closer. There we go. So, for the new people in the stream, I'm working on a a Zoro and Oscar mashup, and so far, I'm loving how he's looking. I'm like in love with this piece. Yeah, yeah. That's why, like, even though I was really mad, even though I was really mad at Usopp, I understood, and like I said, I was only mad really because they were fighting. But shoot, I'm glad they came to terms with it, and I loved Zoro's thought about it too, where he said how Luffy, you need to assert yourself, like you need to make sure that Usopp needs to know he cannot, step up to you like that anymore, and go because if you don't, then Luffy, you're not being a captain. You need to show that you are the captain, and what you says goes. And of course, he'll take responsibility for those actions if he messes up, or like he still respects his crewmates and their decisions too, but not if they're disrespectful, like how Usopp was being. So, like, that was such a good arc. That's honestly one of my favorite arcs in that series from what I've seen. Let's see. Oh, Noodle, thank you. I'm glad you like the mashup so far. I'm definitely really happy with it. So far I'm doing good. This was definitely a needed stream. I haven't streamed in a little bit, so I'm happy to be back. But yeah, and plus a really good topic to get on. Like I love me some One Piece. Haven't talked to anyone about it for a while, so this is really fun to talk about. Oh yeah, that's especially what I love the most about Zoro is he's just so real, and he like no one else can be second in command. It has to be Zoro. He is truly a boss. He's always been my favorite, even before I almost said Sean Schimmel. Even before Chris Sabat voiced him, I always was a big Zoro fan. He just has such swagger. Oh yeah, yeah, Noodle. I was thinking of. I was. That's actually what I was going for too. A Jin Gaza is what at least a form of these are called. Like there is a different other types of it, but yeah, the Jin Gaza is what I'm basing this one off of. And I only know that because I only know the name of it because I have a original character of mine in my book who wears a Jingaza. So, okay, so I think I got the rough parts of him figured out. So I think I can start actually, doing the line art of him now. But well, quick question: what do you guys think of the One Street? What do you guys think of the One Street title? Cause I don't know if you guys were here when I was explaining it before, but One Street is basically just a mashup of One Piece and Sesame Street, and I was thinking of some other ones too, like Sesame Piece, or I don't know. I was thinking of other things like that, but to me, One Street just sounds sick. So I'm like, yeah, I got it. I think One Street to me stands out the best, and I don't think I came up with any other things besides One Street or Sesame Piece, because I think there's not really. Actually, let's see. One Sesame, no. Street, Peace Street, no. Nah, I still like I still like One Street the most. Let's see. So replace his slanders for like boxes. So, oh, you mean his oh shoot. You mean his sandals? Is that what you mean? Sesame seed oil. Oh gosh. So I'll wait a second just to see if that's what you meant. If you mean having the sandals be little boxes, because I'm wondering how I would draw that. Would it be like his foot sticks out of one end of the box and then you just have the flaps coming out like that? You mean, or should it be like a hodgepodge where? I guess that'd be the only way you could draw it, honestly. I cannot stress to you guys how much this looks, how much I like how much hype I am about this right now. Like this is just, I cannot wait to start inking this. All right, so okay, okay, so I'm gonna try it out over here first and see if I can get that going. Um, so I guess if I was to do it a box, it'd have to be each flap would have to come out like this. And so it might not look as good as how you described it, but I'll just rough it out there and I should remember by the time I get to it. Oh man, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate the suggestions, guys. This is this is great. Um, so I kind of want to do the black line art, but I think I may do. You know what I think I want to do? I think I'll have it where the line art for the green is the legit green, but it's like darker, and then the rest of it will just be black line art. Let me see here. Get him to have some type of strap on, or like duct tape to wrap around his foot. Okay. So do you mean like a closed box? So like a closed box, and then it has like duct tape around like the middle, and his feet are in there completely. Is that what you mean? Because if so, that makes a lot of sense. Because if so, I'll probably just erase the feet altogether and just rough that out instead. But yeah, I think I like that idea. Just have just have these boxes, and then yeah, his feet are in there completely, and then you have duct tape just around the middle. So I'll start erasing the feet for now, and fully closed, and his feet are on. Oh, on the top of the box. Oh, that's great. Okay, okay, I dig it. All right, let's do that real quick. All right, so I'm gonna have to move him up a little bit so I can showcase this a little better. Alright, so... And the tape is flowing around the box and his foot to him. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, are you saying the tape are connected together? They connect the feet together like someone tied his shoelaces together or something? If so, that sounds amazing. Alright, so a box. Let's see. I literally almost forgot how to draw a box for a second. Alright, so tape. This is the best way to draw the tape, to be honest. Oh, Johnny. Man, that dude has some issues. Alright, let's see here. Alright, so maybe I could put some packaging. Some packaging on the box, perhaps. Let's see. Maybe some more tape up top, just to kind of showcase they are boxes. Yep, that is correct. That is correct, Noodle. They all definitely had issues. Alright, and I think what I'll do here is squeeze that a little bit. There we go. Making clear as day like a shoelace. Oh, that's great. Alright, so let's see here. You know, it'd be a funny thing too, is like it would be hilarious too, like a running gag is he never realizes that they're both connected. Like he trips all the time and he's like, why do I keep tripping? And everyone points it out and he's like, dude, what are you talking about? That'd be pretty great, actually. Oh, that's what you meant? Okay, cool. Alright, so I'm gonna try and get these looking like boxes by the time I finish inking it. No promises, but you know, we'll both know what it is, and I always explain it too. But yeah, no joke. I'm definitely gonna use this character. I'm definitely gonna make this character a legit character, because I mean, yeah, he's a parody, but like he looks. I mean, you can tell he looks like Oscar in him, and maybe I'll do a final design where he looks a little bit different, just so you know, no one tries to sue me. But I legit want to use this character as a official thing. He's just too good. All right, so let's see here. Oh, by the way, if you guys use Procreate, what do you usually use when you're drawing? I try to like ask people that all the time, but here we go. Oops. Nah, let's do a little thinner. All right. Wait, I'm on a different layer, right? That would suck if I wasn't. All right, so let's see. Hopefully this transitions well. Oh, I forgot to. There we go. That way I can see more of what I'm doing. Okay, so the soda can's gotta come down here. So I gotta come back. So I gotta make. What color should the soda cans be? Kind of wondering if they should just be like gray cans, black cans. I don't know. I kind of want to make them a little bit more grizzled too. So I might make his fur a little bit longer here. Let's see. See, that's the best part. That's the best part about drawing, because how all these different ideas you can literally do, and the world is your oyster. That's the best part. But yeah, I mean, the hard part is actually properly conveying it onto the paper. I kid you not. There, out of all the things I draw, maybe 10% actually come out the way I originally pictured them. Now, mind you, about 70% come out to the point where I'm like, okay, this is cool. I like this. And other times it's like, maybe I don't know. I don't know. It's okay, I guess. But either way, yeah. I mean, it is tricky. If you ever wanted to draw, I definitely have some suggestions for you that could help you learn. Like some certain YouTubers who have cool drawing videos and stuff that I like to watch that help. One thing I always suggest people watching is Drawfee. So DRAWFEE on YouTube. They are so funny. They're like improv artists. So they'll draw these random sketches. Like one was drawing parody Dragon Ball Z characters. It was so great. That was the first one I ever saw. It was really good. I'll send the how you spell it now. So it should just be Drawfee on YouTube. So if you draw, so that's the first one I recommend, and then check out Jazza. There's the other one, and who else? Oh, Popcross. Popcross is really good too. So Popcross Studios. There's plenty others that I've gotten into recently, but these are some of my favorite ones. The last one I'm trying to think of, what is his name? Okay, so there's Drawfee, there's Jazza, there's Popcross. Oh man, Jake Parker. There we go, Jake Parker. He's another really fun one. But yeah, these are the ones I watch the most. The majority of the people I follow on YouTube are mainly artists, but yeah, they're pretty dope. I did not draw that hand correctly at all. Hold up, I gotta look at the reference picture I'm looking at. You know what? I'm just gonna go with it. I'm just gonna stick with it. Alright, so just to get his fur figured out. But oh yeah, I mean, I think out of those three, I think Jake Parker and Jazza are the main ones who will really who will have videos that'll show you how to do stuff. The others are kind of just like, yeah, this is how you draw, or this is how we're drawing this today. Mash up characters and all that sort of thing. So, but I mean, the cool thing about drawing is, if you are a visual learner, or even if you're a hands-on learner, all you gotta really do is just look at how, like for instance, how I'm drawing. So as you saw, I started off with one layer, and I just really roughed out the shapes just to kind of get a feel of the character, what kind of pose they were going to be, the shapes of their head, their body, everything. And everything wasn't perfect. You saw I erased things here and there. I was doing all types of different things to kind of just figure out how I wanted this character to look. And after I was like, you know what, I think I have this character figured out now. Then I do another layer, just so I can overlay it properly and still be able to look at what I did beforehand and go from there. Now granted, it's still complex. It's not something you can do overnight unless you're some kind of prodigy. But if you are, let me know. I'd love to see you work. But Yeah, I mean, it's just once you get the hang of it and just decide to practice every day, that is the key. Oh, and I think I missed something you said earlier. Let me scroll up real quick. I just realized the oyster everything everyone talks about. um I mean, maybe because when you think about it, the when you make lemons, make lemonade. I mean, I would imagine you can drink the lemonade. So I mean, the oyster, I would just make sure it's still good because oyster, like, just seafood goes bad really easily. So be careful. Oh yeah, yeah. Whew. There are actually real quick. Let me show y'all some instances where I did things on one layer and messed up. So I was doing this I did on one layer, and that's why the castle looks so crappy in my opinion. Like the colors and overall design, like how the towers look and all that, I think are cool. But the shape of the castle and everything, I don't. Well, I just contradicted myself. The shape of the overall castle looks and just how it all looks together, I don't like. But the background, everything, I love. But as I said, I did it on one layer by accident, and sometimes you just get so far in a picture, you're in the zone and you don't realize, crap, I went too far on one layer and I can't go back now. Another one is I did the rough lines of these characters, and then I started doing the line work for them, and then I realized, darn it, it's on the same layer now. So yeah, I think those are the main instances I had where I did that lately, because all of these were mainly done correctly. So, oh, I forgot, I didn't show you that. Yeah, let me. Yeah, so I was able to finish both Ozma and Aquila. I'm really, really happy with how they came out. Um, I still have to get around to drawing their faces and do. Eventually, I got to do character turnarounds for them too. But I figure putting them together on one page would be cool. Um, but yeah, that's the issue I'm having, is just drawing them in repetition. I might. Unfortunately, I do not have the right mind, the patience, I should say, to do that. I'm trying to work on that. Um, because she's another sister. She's another sister of the other two, and I'm trying to do that with her down here. But the tricky thing is, making sure the facial expressions match the character and all that. So it's really tricky. But thank you. I'm really glad you think so, because that was my goal, to make sure when I drew these characters, to make sure they have this radiance to them, something that makes them really stand out, from just the overall design of the characters in general, to that, to get the interest, to capture the interest of um, the reader, or just the person who sees it, and turn them into a fan of the characters, from that, and then eventually their personality, who they are as an actual character, and go from there. But yeah, whenever I design characters, I always go with that mind frame of, I forget who said it. There was a person who said it, where it's like, a good character design is one you can identify from a silhouette, and that's how you know it's a true. Well, actually, no, I said that wrong. A good, what is it? Not trademark. What is the synonym of trademark? It's shoot. Hey Siri. Oh, oh no, not you, not you, not you. My iPhone Siri. Dag nabbit. Not you, iPad. I'm talking about my phone. Whatever. Um, I was trying to say one way to tell a. Did I do the eye right? No, that has to be smaller. Okay. But it's like trademark, but not quite. A a character that you won't soon forget is one that you can tell who they are from their silhouette. So like, you know, SpongeBob, Homer Simpson, Sonic, really easy characters to tell who they are just from looking at their silhouette. So I forget, did we ever decide on what the soda cans, what color those were going to be? I don't know if we ever decided that. I'm scrolling up a little bit. Originally I was going to do red, but I'm like, I don't want him looking all Christmassy. I think I might just do, maybe I'll just do a lighter green, you know? I might just do that. Just a lighter green and go from there. Oops. Oh yeah, yeah, that too. So, you know, having the right clothes design, having just the overall shape of the body, like all these things are real definitions of how the character can stand out. I don't know how I'm feeling about this. Maybe if I have it hang from one of his tufts of hair over here. That's the worst when you gotta go back after doing all those lines. Gotcha. Play with different colors. All right. Oh, sorry if my responses are delayed, or a little late, I should say. The for some reason, whenever I'm streaming or on someone else's streams, the chat is always delayed on my side from by a couple seconds. Oh, root beer. That's good. Yeah, I think it might make more sense if I have it hanging off one of his tufts of hair like that. That way, it kind of gives that look that Zora has with his. So I'm gonna go with that. So let's see here. So he has the clips, and then they just go down. Okay. Whoa. So that's that. Okay, make sure I'm still on the right layer. All right, cool. All right, so let's just do that. Make these a little thicker. And then I think for now I'll just make them cylinders, and then I'll come back and try to make a little bit of I'll try to make a little bit more detail. Okay, that fits. That fits. I like that. All right, so the rest is supposed to be a black line. All right. Oops. I forgot the line here. There we go. All right. So Grouch doesn't have, I keep saying Grouch, so Oscar doesn't have a nose. Okay. I feel like his head could be a little more round, but it's okay. This definitely isn't the last time I'm drawing this character, so he may change over time, but for now, we're off to a very, very fun design. And for this one in particular, I'm not gonna do lines super smooth. I kind of want to go for that rough look, just to also kind of symbolize that, you know, he's a ninja. Nothing. I mean, yeah, there's gonna be smoothness. You have to be smooth as a ninja, but there's also a chaos. There's also just an unpredictable nature sometimes to samurai. So I figure that would really fit the idea too, honestly. But also, yeah, I do really like the idea of the root beer. I think that would be really funny, and also it being a actual being. Wow, I cannot talk when I get excited. An official brand would be really funny. I gotta be careful with that though, because when this character eventually does debut in my parody book, Quantum Cab, I know it. I know you got to be careful with certain brands you mention because they can be like, "Oh, our brand helped you get money. We're gonna sue you," or "You talk bad about our brand. We're gonna sue you." Because some parody you can get away with, but sometimes it's like, "Oh, that was a little too far." But it's hard to tell like what though, because it's just yeah, probably what I'll do honestly is do just a random knockoff brand that just sounds like Barks. Oh man. All right, so let's see if I can make it a little bit like lopsided almost, because just to tell it's worn. I gotta remember the pressure point, the pressure sensitivity of this pencil, so I can have the lines vary. There we go. One thing I'm trying to get a hold of is texture lines in pictures. That's a tricky thing to do that I have not really figured out that much yet. Like, you think it'd be really easy to figure out, but when I add it, it's like really tricky. Cause what was the other thing I was like? Another thing I have a tricky time with is cross hatching, which I love. If you're not familiar with the term, it's essentially whenever you do something like that, and it's shading of sorts. Like not a lot, at least not recently that I've seen, but that's used a lot in comics where they'll do cross hatching instead of the regular type of shading. Okay, so those don't look as much like boxes as I hoped, but what else can I add across here? Maybe a tear. Maybe a crease right here. Yeah, it's something. Alright. So I got, we're gonna be finishing up here in about 10 minutes. Oh, actually, give me 1 second. My daughter just woke up. I gotta grab her real quick. But in the meantime, let me leave it right here so you guys can look at it. Okay, give me 1 second. Just gotta turn on the TV for the little one. All right. Whew. Okay. Yeah, she had a decent nap. It was about like a like an hour and some change, maybe something like that. But yeah, she's cool. She I got her watching TV for a little bit just so I can finish off the stream. So yeah, I got about 7 minutes left, so we'll see what we can manage with this. But definitely glad you guys made it on here. This has been definitely really fun. I look forward to finishing this picture. So I gotta make sure I give this gotta make sure I make this look like a trash can the best I can, because it looked like it during the rough sketch, but oops. Yeah, I don't know where I got that whole hour and some change type deal, or whenever I talk about time, like whenever it's over something. I have no idea. Like, I picked it up from someone, and ever since then I just started saying it whenever I'm talking about time. An hour and some change. Let's see. Here we go, down like that. Go here. And booyah. Right? Yeah, that's the crazy thing is they got so much energy, and you know, then you have the whole thing of, on top of that, your body is growing. So you got your body just constantly going and doing. And that's why they always recommend with you know, kids, toddlers, they always have to take it, you know, at least like 2 naps at first, like when they're babies, and then as they get older, it goes down to 1 nap, and then eventually when you get older, it's like, yeah, I could take another nap again. Right? Yeah, she's usually super excited. I mean, she's watching her favorite show right now, so it's probably bound to happen soon. Okay, I haven't drawn a sword in a while. What should I call this guy? You know, I just realized I didn't really give him a name at all. Oh man, that's crazy. This whole time I didn't even think of a name for him. Because part of me is like, oh, it should be on the nose, but at the same time, like, I want to have him with a name that I can, you know, not get sued over having. There we go. I didn't know. I didn't add a line down there. Okay, so that's on the same layer. That's fine. There we go. Yeah, legit. Like, after this stream, I'm probably gonna be drawing this guy throughout the rest of the day. I'm really, really addicted to drawing this right now. And plus, after I finish drawing him, I'm gonna draw a little bit of scenery. Just a little bit, not too much. And then I'm gonna finish the logo here, because I want to make that an official thing. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna call him. Because I don't want to risk it being too on the nose. Oh man, yeah, I think we'll figure something out. Thank you, Noodle. Really appreciate that. I think the only thing I don't really care for about this sketch right now is this part. I like the idea a lot. I think once I color it, it'll look better. But I just don't like how I drew it as all. So I'll figure that out at one point. Yeah, I'll probably look up random samurai names or something and just call them something like that. Or maybe just look up something stupid in Japanese and be like, yeah, that's his name. Garachi. Garachi. Oh, that's great. That might be a little too on the nose. I don't know. Mainly because it sounds too much like. Oh, wait a minute. I keep. See, never mind what I just said because I keep forgetting his name isn't Grouch. It's Oscar the Grouch. So saying Grouchy actually makes sense. The Three Sword Wonder. Well, technically, he has more than 3 swords because he has 2 swords here, and then he has like 5 swords in his trash can. So my man is my boy is always ready for a scrap. And wherever he goes, you always just hear the swords just jangling about. Oof. These swords are going to be a little bit more rough than I thought. The Trash Can Wonder. I like it. Grouchy, the Trash Can Wonder. All right, we'll go with that for now. That'll be a working name. My handwriting is horrible right now. I have no idea why. It's normally a lot better than this. All right, the Trash Can Wonder. I definitely want to keep the Trash Can Wonder, and I do like Grouchy, but I don't know. Part of me really wants to give him like a. It's hard. It's definitely tricky. It's definitely hard because I want to give him a name that is definitely a parody of these two, and Grouchy fits perfectly. But it's tricky because at the same time I want to use a samurai, like a some kind of Japanese name too. I don't know. Collector of swords and junk that looks like swords. Oh yeah. Oh man. All right, so didn't make as much progress as I had hoped in this time frame, but I mean, I did do a lot of talking, so that probably was also why. But really glad that you all were able to be here on the stream and be very interactive, very talkative. So I really appreciate that. Helps keep the stream just entertaining. Like I was entertained the whole time, so very appreciative for that. Next stream, I'm not sure when it'll be. I do try to. I am trying to keep Sundays a streaming day, but it kind of varies. But I'll try to give a heads up for the next random stream if it's not Sunday. Oh yeah, you just heard her. Oh yeah, she's getting happy. But yeah. So, thank you. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'll do next stream. I'll probably do more character design, unless there's a request. I don't know if you guys want me to do. If you guys want me to come back to one of these other drawings I've done to finish it, or because the ones I need to finish is I need to finish this guy because he's another Quantum Cab character. I gotta finish him because I started working on his body. I was working on his not really a weapon, but his thing. I gotta finish her too. But yeah, I'm working on these characters because they're supposed to be, this is just so I know what they actually look like, these characters I've created, and go from there. But yeah, good stuff. All right, guys. Well, thanks again. I guess if that's the case, it'll probably just be another. Because I'm definitely gonna be finishing this before our next stream. Sorry, I just gotta finish this guy. But yeah, but no worries. I'll showcase them next stream for sure. I'll post them on my social medias too and on Discord so you guys can see it. And next time we'll go from there. But yeah, thanks again for checking out the stream. And until this wind hits our sails yet again, I will see you all in the next escape. And until then, guys, crap. I almost had the intro correctly there. Because I have different outros. Dagnabbit. Okay, so whatever. This is I.Escape signing off. We'll leave it at that. See you later. Thanks, you too. Have a wonderful Sunday, y'all.